What's up, gearheads and adventure seekers? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're tackling a beast, a legend, a vehicle that probably parks itself in the dreams of countless off-road enthusiasts and family road trippers alike. I'm talking, of course, about the mighty Toyota Fortuner. But hold on a second. While the Fortuner has earned its stripes as a rugged, reliable workhorse, even the toughest gladiators have their weaknesses. And today, we're not just admiring the shine, we're taking out the magnifying glass and exposing the top 5 huge problems with the Toyota Fortuner that Toyota might not be so keen on shouting about. If you own a Fortuner or you're dreaming of buying one, you need to watch this. We're talking everything from a bouncy backside to a surprising lack of, well, you'll see. So buckle up, hit that like button, and let's dive headfirst into the unfiltered truth about the Toyota Fortuner. Don't forget to tell me in the comments if your Fortuner has experienced any of these issues. Alright, let's kick things off with a classic complaint that's echoed through Fortuner forums for years. Problem number 1. The notorious rear suspension. Now, the Fortuner is built on a ladder frame chassis sharing its DNA with the Hilux pickup. And while that's fantastic for durability and hauling heavy loads, it often translates into a ride quality that can, shall we say, be a bit agricultural. Specifically, that solid rear axle and coil springs can give you quite the bouncy, unsettling ride, especially when unladen. It's like riding a very enthusiastic kangaroo, great for short bursts of excitement, not so much for a peaceful afternoon nap. Owners often complain about excessive body roll in corners, and on rough roads, that rear end can get really unsettled, feeling like it's skipping around. This isn't just about comfort, it can impact stability, especially at higher speeds or with sudden maneuvers. Many owners resort to aftermarket suspension upgrades, different shocks, leaf springs for the Hilux, but the sentiment applies, or even full suspension kits, just to tame that wild rear end. It's a significant investment that, frankly, you shouldn't have to make on a vehicle in this price bracket if you're looking for a refined ride. The infamous DPF issues, diesel particulate filter. Now, this next one is a biggie, especially for those rocking the diesel variants. Problem number 3, the dreaded DPF issues. The diesel particulate filter, a necessary evil for modern diesel engines to meet emission standards. But in many Fortuner models, particularly the 2.8 liters GDF-TV engine, though others can be affected, the DPF system has been a consistent source of headaches for owners. Host, what happens? Well, if you primarily do short trips, city driving, or don't allow the vehicle to reach optimal operating temperatures for long enough, the DPF can clog up. This leads to reduced engine performance, increased fuel consumption, and eventually that dreaded DPF warning light glaring at you from the dashboard. Regenerations, where the system burns off the accumulated soot, often fail or don't complete properly. Owners have reported numerous trips to the dealership, forced regenerations, and in some severe cases, costly DPF replacements. It's a massive inconvenience and a potential financial drain that can really sour the ownership experience if you're not aware of the specific driving habits required to keep it happy. Cabin comfort, more Spartan than sophisticated. Moving on to problem number 2, the interior, specifically cabin comfort and perceived quality. Look, the Fortuner is built to be tough, and you can see that reflected inside. But for a vehicle that often costs a pretty penny, especially in higher trims, the interior can feel a bit utilitarian. We're talking hard plastics galore, a design that feels more functional than luxurious, and sound insulation that could definitely be improved. Road noise, engine noise, it all tends to permeate the cabin more than you might expect from a modern SUV. And then there are the seats. While some later models have improved, many Fortuner owners, particularly those on long journeys, report that the seats aren't exactly paragons of ergonomic design. They can be firm, lack proper bolstering, and lead to fatigue. It's a bit of a mixed bag. You get the ruggedness, but you sometimes sacrifice the plushness and quiet comfort found in more car-like SUVs. For a family vehicle, this can be a deal breaker for some. The steering feel, vague and unresponsive. Let's pivot to something you feel directly when you're behind the wheel. Problem number 4, the steering feel or lack thereof. Now, this isn't necessarily a broken feature, but it's a consistent point of feedback from many drivers. The Fortuner's steering can feel quite vague, especially at higher speeds. It's often criticized for a lack of precision and feedback, leading to a less engaging driving experience. You find yourself making small corrections frequently, and it doesn't inspire the same confidence in corners as some of its competitors. This is partly due to the recirculating ball steering system used in earlier generations, though later models moved to rack and pinion, which offers improvement but still isn't class-leading. While it's robust for off-roading on the tarmac, it can feel a bit disconnected from the road. It's not dangerous, but it does make the vehicle feel less nimble and more truck-like than some drivers prefer for daily commuting or long highway journeys. Resale value. A double-edged sword. the price premium. And finally, for problem number 5, the Fortuner's almost too good resale value and the initial price tag that comes with it. Wait, how can good resale value be a problem? Well, it's a double-edged sword, my friends. On one hand, yes, Fortuners hold their value incredibly well. That's fantastic if you're selling. But it also means that the initial purchase price, especially for a new one, is often significantly higher than some of its direct competitors. Toyota's reputation for reliability and the Fortuner's rugged capability means they command a premium. And while you might recoup some of that investment later, you're paying a lot up front for a vehicle that, as we discussed, has some compromises in terms of interior refinement, ride comfort, and specific engine quirks. For many, the value proposition can be a bit skewed when you compare what you get for the price against rivals that might offer more features, better comfort, or a more refined driving experience for less money. It's a testament to the brand's strength, but it certainly isn't the most budget-friendly option in its class. So there you have it, folks. The top 5 big problems with the Toyota Fortuner. From the bouncy backside to the DPF drama and the steering that feels like it's had too much coffee, to the premium price tag. Now, before you start writing angry comments saying I'm a Toyota hater, let me be clear. The Fortuner is an incredibly capable, durable, and reliable vehicle when used for its intended purpose. It will take you to places most SUVs only dream of, and it's built like a tank. But like any vehicle, it's not perfect, and it's crucial to be aware of these common complaints before you take the plunge. So if you own a Fortuner, have you experienced any of these issues? Or perhaps you have a completely different problem to add to the list? Let me know in the comments below. Your experiences help other potential buyers make informed decisions. Host, if you found this video helpful or at least mildly entertaining, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Share this video with anyone you know who owns or is considering a Fortuner. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next deep dive into the world of cars and trucks. Until next time, stay safe, drive smart, and keep those engines purring. This is F Motors, signing off.